I'm at the point where I'm at a certain position in terms of my semi-retirement journey. I've secured other employment and other income stream opportunities. I was very angry because of the potential income I lost. So you're talking about a job where I was making in the 90,000s, okay? So that's close to $200,000 right there, as a result of me not staying there for at least another 2 years, 3 years. Heck, you think about that, a couple $100,000. That's not factoring in insurance. Also, since my kids are beneficiary, the retirement system I have has built in that your beneficiaries will get a check for the rest of their life once you pass. And although my kids say that's going to be a long time, I said I just want to make sure that that's there. So because I left this job earlier than I really wanted to, that's less income for both my kids. So my challenge and my battle was to there's something in the scriptures that say, be angry but sin not, let not the sun go down on your wrath. I was very mad about that. I was extremely mad about that because I'm a number crunching person. And once I started calculating the potential loss of income, not only to myself, but my heirs, I'm just like, all because of one vindictive person that had the backing of the system. And it is vindictive. That's one thing my attorney said, and this was a while before the attorney. I got an employee relations attorney, employee rights, and when everything was said and done, our strategy was to do things to make sure that I didn't end up getting fired for cause. Although I am and was a high-performing employee, high-value employee. And when I say that, I knew how to do my job, and I knew how to train other people to do their job. High value. The very people that were replacing me to do training and I'm being taken off assignments, I had input in their training. They sought feedback from me. And now they're doing the training and I've suddenly been taken off assignment. But that's all in the past, everyone. So, and also the other damage is a loss of career trajectory in the area of school health. A question that some of the applications have, it stopped me from applying to at least one job. So that vindictive person that did my eval, all the things they did in reference to putting my performance, micromanaging me, using my communication style, weaponized it, the fact that I gave them highlights and everything I've done. For example, I've done thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Send it to them, copy it back to myself. They send me an email reminder to make sure that you do item number 1. I've already done item number 1. So when they send the email to me to make sure that I do item number 1, they have copied in their supervisor. So since this person doesn't know a lot about my work habits, all they have to think is what this person is saying to them, which is, oh, they must not be getting their work done. Surely that's why. And so all this has been created. Make sure you do item 2. I've already done item 2. Make sure you contact item 3. Now, was I a perfect person? Certainly not. And anytime I missed anything, I fully acknowledged it. But some of the things and the way that I was treated, it could be one thing and it's taken like way up here. But other people that are in my same job classification, they're extended all kind of grace. So not only did this leader, and I mean loosely, they had their own vindictive agenda. They used other people within my classification to bear witness to it. And then the unfortunate part is the people that were in my classification, "Hi Danielle, how are you doing? Oh, she's a seasoned employee." And boy, oh boy, I had to keep my peace. That's why I have this skin flare here, just from keeping all that internal stuff. So anyway, on July the 29th, I returned back to work, 2024, and that's when I carried out my exit plan, which I've been planning out the entire summer. I was like, "Dear Lord, please, baby Lord, baby Jesus, please intervene with the assistance of this attorney so I don't end up getting fired before the end of the school year, last school year." So thank God I was granted that, although a lot of things happened. Negative narrative created against me, building a paper trail to try and get rid of me for cause. But with God's grace, I made it through last school year. So I had the whole summer to plan, apply for jobs, dust off my resume, started planning my finances, which, by the way, I had thought like, okay, when I get this job, I have my pension, but I'm like, I'm gonna start putting in extra money the last 3 to 4 years, and God willing, I'll be at least at $250,000. So that dream was foiled by this vindictive person that was in a leadership role. And I use the phrase leader very loosely. So all of this happened, and it came a point where on August the 1st, I already did a lot of things before there. I had a roller with my stuff. I had already drafted out my transition plan. I gave no week's notice. I sent my email on the day I sent the email and did the electronic resignation was my last day. I didn't have any intention of giving them notice and give them a couple weeks to try and set me up to get fired during that time. So I resigned on that day, and I put on there, after I did the electronic resignation, you had to upload your resignation, sign one. And I put on there other hostile workplace. And then I sent something to some of the staff that I was assigned to, basically that it was unbearable and hostile, and I had hoped to stay and continue to contribute, but the workplace and the hostile workplace is not conducive to my well-being. Have a great school year. It's been wonderful working for you. Your work is just phenomenal. Sent that, copied in this leader I use lightly so they would know, and then the transition plan I sent to this leader I use lightly, and the person above this leader. I had somebody warn me. Excuse my voice. I had somebody warn me that took an early retirement. "Oh my goodness, you're such a nice person. Please be careful. They're going to try and come after you. Please be careful." She already saw the handwriting on the wall, the way this person was treating me, and things were being said about me then. That was several years ago. They made it seem like this person was the most unstable person. And then they did that to me. I had this meeting. They're like, "Oh, we don't know if she can continue." And that's when I engaged the attorney. And because I knew that it was a good chance it was going to go left, I started doing documenting and doing what I needed to do. And I did engage HR. And once you engage HR, you're going to have a target on your back. And that's exactly what happened. But I engaged HR to buy myself some more time. The attorney was engaging with HR. But yeah, I definitely had a target. And with my personality, I'll be quiet, but if you keep poking the figurative, you know, they have this thing like, don't keep poking the bear. I'm not a bear, but that's a figure of speech. I can be, okay? So, yeah. So on the 31st, roller there, dropped off my security badge. On the 1st, last day, meeting at the health department for the annual update. Time went on, it got to the afternoon. I made my move. I left, got my roller. By this time, I still hadn't told anybody. So I got in my car and I went to IT, dropped off my phone, took a picture because the person in charge of the cell phones wasn't there, got an acknowledgement. After that, before I drop off the phone, that's when I was putting in all the resignations, transition plans, and all that stuff, emailing the staff saying goodbye. Very interesting who reached out to me on the August the 2nd. But anyway, on the 1st, I went to Federal Express, put my name badge and my printed signed resignation in there so they could send it the next day. It was interesting on who reached back out to me and who didn't. Keep in mind, there was new staff that was onboarding. I had to let them know that August the 1st was my last day. I did the best I could while they were still working. So anyway, August the 2nd, yada, yada, yada. The month of August, interviews, lots of interviews, secured one job. It's not full-time, but it works for me at this stage in my life. Schedule's flexible, opportunities to work extra when I want to. I really enjoy the job. It really aligns to my background in public health, and there's so many things that I could do. And where I work, there's so many other opportunities to do things where you're engaging with the community. It's a beautiful thing. So that, also applying for other jobs, dipping my foot in entrepreneurial things, set up an LLC, put in my retirement application, going through the last paycheck thing, getting lots of conflicting answers about when my last paycheck was. So yeah, I got my last paycheck last month, and thank goodness, I'm so grateful that when the insurance ends is around the time when open enrollment happens. So now I can go ahead and do the open enrollment. I'll have to go over there and get something for the in-between until the 2025. My 403B, I just had to let go of the anger that I didn't have as much money as I wanted, one, and I had to use some of the money just to get myself with the pivot and everything. So what did that mean? I had to go ahead and prepay taxes. My skin's getting a little bit rosy. I had to prepay taxes. So yeah, I wasn't happy about that, but I did get some of the money, a good amount of the money, and use it to generate some income. I didn't get an annuity or anything, something else. Yeah, so, and then I also transferred some of the money to my Investing with Danielle platform. I have an online portfolio that I go over every month. Yeah, so things are working out okay in terms of that. Do I still get mad? I just have to really ask God to help me, because I was mad, and I just have to ask God to help me every day, anytime those feelings come up. I was mad at this person's vindictive behavior, and the idea that I would have to change my plans for one primary vindictive person that had the support of all the managers and human resources, and who continues to do things to people. There's so many things in terms of the assignments, the promotion opportunities that this person is, I just don't agree the way they act. I think fundamentally everyone should have an opportunity, and that's, oh, my glasses are dirty. I'll clean them in a minute. Fundamentally, everyone should have an opportunity, and if you have an opening, you should let everybody know that's eligible to take the job. You shouldn't be calling people and asking them if they want a job. That's the kind of stuff that happens. I could tell so many stories about things people have told me, but I'm going to leave that alone. Ooh, I have so many stories, and I'm not going to say that because a lot of these people are still working at the job. Is so much stuff. So anywho, that's what's going on right now. And I do have another, I just have a lot of other things going on, because although I have this job, it's pretty flexible where I could pursue additional employment opportunities. And I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, so things are moving on. I'm healing. It's kind of like a give us our daily bread situation. So go ahead and check out my channel. I will do some updates every now and then. I recently did a video on using AI to polish up a resume. You're welcome to check out that. I did some other videos, but I made them private because I want to have the videos be something different. And the reason I did these other videos was for employment goals, but frankly, a lot of things I did videos for employment goals were just disregarded, like, oh, that's okay. It's strange that I'm in this group on Facebook and I share a lot of the information that I've learned from my previous job, and the people are like, you're wonderful. They followed me. They were liking the Facebook page, and I'm not really putting a whole lot up there, but I'm like, maybe I should start doing some things, do some videos, do some posts. It's been very healing. That's going to be it for now. I'm going to go ahead. I have some things I have to take care of on Sunday. I've already got my planner ready for the week. And yeah, that's what's going to be going on. See you next time.